Hey everybody, welcome to my review for At the Circus, which is one of the Marx Brothers classics now available on Blu-ray from Warner Archive. And this special thanks goes out to Allied Von Entertainment for supplying me with this for review. Love the Marx Brothers a lot. Very excited to be able to cover this one. I don't know that I've reviewed a Marx Brothers title since Love Happy back when Olive Films put it out like well over a decade ago. I'm very excited about this. If you're interested in ordering it, please visit moviezing.com. Moviezing.com. There you'll be able to get yourself a copy directly from them. They are made to order there at Moviezing, and they do a really good job. These are not BDRs. Don't worry about that. Press disc on demand. That's moviezing.com. Link in the description of this video. So the Marx Brothers having the slow trickle to just standard Blu-ray. We haven't even had a 4K Ultra HD Marx Brothers movie come out yet. Don't know that we will see that. I would at least hope Duck Soup comes. That's one of my favorite movies of all time. And if you've seen some of my videos, you'll note I do have a poster for it up here in my basement, my movie watching collecting area here. That is a movie that I watch on my birthday typically every year. Crazy enough, right? It was introduced to me by a college professor who called it his Desert Island movie. And I was like, it's crazy. And as I've gotten older, wow, I couldn't agree more. It's such a fun movie. This one is At the Circus. Now, this marks a crossing of over halfway. So this one originally came from this box set, DVD set that came out that has a load of Marx Brothers movies. It's got 2, 4, 5, 6, 7 movies. We now have 4 of these out on Blu-ray. I actually, funny story, I caught an Amazon glitch back when this was around, and I got it for like $4.99, and it was not supposed to be $4.99. They might have missed a decimal point or something, and they sent it to me. Very happy with this. The ones so currently available on Blu-ray, in addition to At the Circus, A Night at the Opera, A Day at the Races, and A Night in Casablanca are all available on Blu-ray. Opera and Races are from Warner Archive, and for some reason, somebody else put out Night in Casablanca. Nonetheless, the ones you'll be looking forward to, hopefully coming in the next year, are Room Service, Go West, and The Big Store. And here's the thing, At the Circus actually comes from one with Room Service. So maybe they're working here and Room Service is coming up next. I don't know. That's where we're at. Update on the Marx Brothers from that. So they did carry over some stuff from the original, this DVD. So that's pretty cool. So let's talk about this one for a minute as I show you the simple cases. Like I said, just to prove while they're pressed on demand, it is not a BDR. So, At the Circus. This one revolves around some hijinks, obviously with the circus. And the Marx Brothers are involved. Harpo and Chico play 2 kind of little heavy guys, and then Groucho comes in later in this movie, and he plays like Jay Cheevy's Loophole, which is actually based off a real guy's name. He always has some funny names to him, and this one he actually comes in, and I was like, what's up with Groucho here? Something looks weird with his hair. He's wearing a hairpiece in this movie, and he's like, I think he's 48 when he was in this movie, and his hair was beginning to recede, and they put him in a toupee, and I was like, oh man, like I thought something was off with his hair, and it appears so. But the movie, there's a $10,000 needed to owed, and the circus is going to get carried over, taken over. Some weird thing like that. It gets hidden in a monkey cage. People threatening people, trying to figure out how to get the money. Groucho's in charge of fixing it all, so you know it's going to be tough and have some things go awry and tempers flare. But one of the funny things about At the Circus, well, it starts at a circus and it certainly ends around the circus. There's a big chunk of this movie that takes up place on a train in the middle of it and turns into some classic Marx Brothers sketches. I think the train setting probably lends itself more to it, like a house would, or a building or something like that. Has room to room rather than outside tent to tent or something like that. But it does have some fun stuff. There are musical numbers in here as well, and they are quite groovy, as in a Marx Brothers way, because the Marx Brothers film and movies of this type didn't mind bursting out into song once in a while, so that would happen as well. So I do like this movie. I think it's on the sort of like lower middle of the Marx Brothers movies. I mean, anytime you get them together, you're going to crack up at something. This isn't one of the more stronger ones, like Duck Soup being the top, the apex of it, but fun nonetheless. And there's no Zeppo in this one. It's just Groucho, Chico, and Harpo's up to no good. This might be a weaker Harpo movie. I don't think he does anything. I can't remember him doing anything too extraordinary with it. Kind of light, but nonetheless, always a worthwhile watch. This one, on the scale, I give it a 3.5 out of 5. So now we'll move to the video. This one's coming to Blu-ray for the very first time under the compression of MPEG-4 AVC. Its original theatrical aspect ratio of 137:1 for a 1080p or HD resolution. This looks beautiful. Really, really good. And yeah, it's very clean looking. Looks like it keeps the grain intact quite well. Real sharp, good clarity. You're surprised that it looks, I mean, just like, wow, this is fresh feeling. Everything moves with good confidence in the image. Pretty good. I mean, the details mainly show up when you get more closer medium shots, when you want to see like details on like a pattern or texture on an article of clothing, or like an elephant at the circus or something like that. But everything looks quite well. The shadings are immaculate here. It's top of the line image. And I'm going to give it a 4.5 out of 5. And then moving the audio, which for this movie and stuff, very impressive. It comes with a 2.0 mono track, Dolby, lossless, DTS HD master audio, and has English SDH subtitles. There were other subtitles on the DVD that are not here, so apologies to those of you who are wanting Spanish or something. It's just English, and literally the menu has on or off. But this sounds great. Some of the Marx Brothers movies and older movies of this ilk can have like a hiss to them, and people could sound a little horrible, even as clear as they can. It's a source issue. This thing's pretty clear. There is a noticeable shift when a song happens. You can tell like they're playing a record or something like that. That's fine. It happens in old movies and stuff, and old musicals, you can notice the jump. But everything is pretty clear. Nothing really peaks too much. There's a little bit of when Chico talks that he peaks, but the sound has some good airiness and room. It's not all crunched. Everything, for a movie of this ilk, it is as if you're watching a print, but then some better with clarity, if that makes sense for you. So I'm giving it a 4.5 out of 5. This is a really good, clean track given the age and source. I'm pretty impressed with it, I gotta say. We then move now to extras. We're given a couple of cartoons. One's called Dog Days, and it runs at 10 minutes, 37 seconds. Another Jitterbug Follies. There's 8 minutes and 45 seconds. These are both presented in standard definition. So they did not remaster anything out. They just took the DVD's extras thing and ported it over here. We also get Leo is on the Air, which is a radio trailer. It's 11 minutes, 28 seconds. The menu artwork is flat in the background as this plays in high definition lossless audio. You get a guy that's like a radio host presenter. He talks about the movie, the Marx Brothers are back with blah blah blah, and they play songs from the movie. There's some audio clips, maybe like quick interviews stuff about it, but it's a radio promotion for the film, and it's like a lengthy trailer playing clips and things like that. And then we have the theatrical trailer, which is 3 minutes 15 seconds, and that is also in standard definition. Now you also get the ability on the menu. It's not under the extras. There is a song selection, and you can select a song from the movie to play on their own. That is a cool little addition there. So the bonus features, I'm going to give it 2.5 out of 5. This is good stuff. There's not a lot of materials that exist from back then. Hard to do, and with the investment you put in the restoration and stuff, and with the market for physical media the way it is, I can understand not getting people back together to talk about the Marx Brothers. Though I bet my old college professor Wes Gearing would. He one of the coolest things about him is when we were in college, he showed us an A&E biography episode on Groucho Marx, where he was there alongside Dick Cavett, and others talking about Groucho Marx, big names, because he's a Groucho Marx historian, and I think he's written a book or two or something about him, and that's pretty cool. If you can find it, watch it. And my professor, before he showed us that, he said, just want to let everybody know before I hit play, Dick Cavett is an asshole. And it was hilarious because there's a point in the documentary where my professor gives this thesis on something revolving around Groucho's thoughts on duck soup and stuff, and Dick Cavett comes right after. He's like, I don't think that's true. It's not true, but who knows? Dick Cavett was friends with Groucho quite a bit, but I don't know. Little funny aside. So let's take a look back. The film I gave 3.5 out of 5. Video 4.5 out of 5. Audio 4.5 out of 5. Bonus 2.5 out of 5. And like I've been doing lately, trying to get it to a T, 3.75 out of 5 for this release. This is a pickup because it's worthwhile. Marx Brothers, I collect. I want all the Marx Brothers films I can get on Blu-ray. It's been a long time waiting for them, and anytime they freshen one up and give you the best way to watch it possible, it's this one. The only thing sinking in a little bit is that the bonus features are light, but that should be expected, and the movie's not their best, but it's still quite good. A 3.5 out of 5 is a good score. So I definitely recommend you picking this up, whether it be a mass sale for Warner Archive or something, or just picking it up. It's not a bad price, because you can go to moviezing.com right now. Look at that, $24.99, not a bad price. You can follow the link that's in the description of the review and check out Moviezing. They also have a lot of other great items there that you can check out and purchase. Good people putting out good stuff, especially for physical media collectors. That's moviezing.com. Be sure to check it out. I appreciate you watching my review for Marx Brothers at the Circus, brought to you by AV Entertainment. And yeah, have a have a wonderful rest of your evening, morning, day, whenever you are watching this. And as always, stay film positive.